Welcome to Math Time. Do you remember what kind of coin this is? What is the name of this coin? It's a nickel. Remember how many cents one nickel is worth? Five. Well, let's start playing with a few nickels and see if we can count them. Come on down to this counting table and let's start. Let's see, I'll start with this many nickels. How many do I have? You can see at a glance that it's 5, right? So let's count by 5s to find out how many cents this is worth. Ready, set, count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That is worth 25. Okay, that's like 25 cents. Now let's count some more nickels. Okay, how many nickels do I have in this row? Well, we can see that it matches the first row, so it's also 5. So let's keep counting. We counted up to this, which was 25. So let's find out how many cents 10 nickels is worth. 5 nickels is worth 25 cents. So 10 nickels, let's find out. So that was 25. Keep counting. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 10 nickels is worth 50 cents. 10 nickels is worth 50 cents. Great. So let's take a look at some other coins that we have over here. These were the nickels, and we have over here some, what are these? Pennies, good. How many cents are they worth? 1 cent, right? And then over here I have this coin. What is this called? A dime, and a dime is worth 10 cents. Good. And the last coin, let's see if you remember what this is. It is a quarter, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. Okay, so now let's do some word problems and try to figure out what's going on with this money here. Mrs. Brown gave Cheddar 2 pennies. Farmer Brown gave Cheddar 2 pennies. How many pennies does Cheddar have? So 2 pennies from Mrs. Brown, right? And 2 pennies from Farmer Brown. So now, how many pennies does Cheddar have? Let's get Cheddar out here to do his counting. Come on, Cheddar, check them out. Well, we can do the math right here. 2 plus 2 equals, what's the answer? 4. Good. So this is the answer to the problem. Cheddar got 2 pennies from Mrs. Brown, 2 pennies from Farmer Brown, and he has a total of 4 pennies. What's wrong with this? I didn't write cents. We need to know that we're counting pennies. So we needed to have the cents sign. Good. Next problem. Let's find out what's going to happen next. Cheddar had 4 pennies. Oh, here they are. Took them away too soon. He took his money outside to show his friends. Somehow, Cheddar lost 1 penny. How many pennies does Cheddar have now? Oh, Cheddar, that's a problem. So he had 4. Let's write that down at the beginning of the number sentence. And he lost how many? He lost 1. So what do we write? Minus 1. And then we have to write equal and find the answer. So 4 minus 1 equals, you're correct, 3. The sentence now says 4 minus 1 equals 3. Excellent. Okay, here's another story. It takes 1 bale of hay for Farmer Brown to feed his cows during milking time. He wants to make sure that each cow gets an equal amount of hay. He separates the hay into 4 equal parts. Let's see if we can help him do the job correctly. Can he do the job correctly? Well, I'm going to use a little bit different strategy to answer that question. I'm going to put the money away, and this time, come with me to check out this paper. What shape is it? It is a square. I'm going to fold it in half. We talked about half last week, remember? And then I'm going to fold it in half again. And when I open it up, it has 4 squares. 4 squares. Okay, so now I'm going to color part of the paper. What did I color? I colored one of the 4 squares. So this square could be called 1/4. There are 4, and we're talking about the pink one, so that is 1/4 of the whole square. Great. Now, I told you we were going to talk about pizza today, right? And look, Pete brought his pizza cutter, the pizza wheel, and look what he's doing. He's slicing up his pizza pie. He must be planning to have some friends over who love pizza. Do you love pizza? Yes, I know. This class is fantastically fans of pizza. So am I. Okay, there are going to be 4 friends eating this pizza. 4 friends. Pete has to provide for all of them. So what should he do? Well, we saw with the paper, right? He should cut the pizza in half and then cut it in half again. So half and half. If he cuts the pizza in half and then half again, then how many pieces will he have? 4. That is correct. And I have something that looks like a pizza. Only it would have to be cheese pizza because it's not tomato red, it's cheese yellow, almost orange. So yes, this looks like a pizza, but it's actually cut into 4ths. All right, so help me to name these. First of all, how many equal parts are there? 4, right? And each part is called 1/4. What are 2 parts called? 2 parts are called 2/4. All right. And what is each of the 3 equal parts called? 1/4. Okay. And what are these 3 parts called here? 3/4. What are each of these 4 parts called? 1/4. And these 4 of the equal parts called, what are they? What is this called? Well, it's called 4/4 or 1 whole. 4/4 or 1 whole. So today we practiced with our money. We counted pennies, nickels, dimes, and we looked at a quarter. And we also looked at 4ths. And we also looked at pizza. And I hope that you enjoyed our story in language arts with Pete the cat and his pizza party. And since we read that book some months back in our kindergarten class, I'll bet you were able to read it along with me, weren't you? Great. Well, I can't wait to see you a little bit later in our Zoom room, and I hope that you're ready to have some fun with your kindergarten friends. This is it for now, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.